All right. You know what time it is? X-Men 97, Tolerance is Extinction, Part 2, Episode 9. Let's get into it. It's crazy. Whoever wants to start.
Where do we even begin?
I don't know. I don't know where to start. I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't know where to start.
Man, listen, this show.
Magnus.
Magnus.
First of all, your man Charles.
Get your hands.
Get your man's. Your man Charles is fucking definition of a deadbeat dad for real, bro. Hey, listen, my dude, like, yo, he shows up with fucking bullshit ass excuses about why he left and he wanted to, like, dude, like, yo, you literally told the kids you was going out for ice cream and went to another fucking planet, dude. Like,
and you wanted to go bark like a dog.
You know what I'm saying? And go bark like a dog. Got married, didn't invite the kids, none of that shit, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm
just straight abandonment.
And then told him he was dead. Like, damn, bro. Like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Then you show back up after everything. The kids done fought. They done fought on Genosha. They done fucking been in video games and all this shit. And now you show up talking about, to me, my X-Men.
And I liked how Magneto threw that back on him when he came down on Asteroid M. Yeah. And he was like, Charles was like, how are you gonna just bring this asteroid over my home? And Magneto was like, I can bring this wherever I want. Who cares? Your home. Like, I helped you build your home. This is just my home, much as my home is yours. Like, not like he just came down there, but then when he flipped it back on them, he said, come to me, my X-Men. He said, remember this, Charles, when you decided to leave and go with the Shi'ar Empire and pretend you were dead, you instilled the X-Men in the school to me. So they're just as much as mine as they are yours. When you relinquish that, they're no longer your X-Men, they're my X-Men. And he said, last time I checked, I don't remember giving them back to you. So they're still mine.
Sure didn't.
Just saying.
Just saying.
And see, with that scene when Rogue just flew up over there. And she just hung up the jacket on Charles's chair. I was like, yeah, damn, you were evil.
And she checked all of them too, one by one, not just Charles. When Storm tried to say something, this is the first time I saw Storm actually get checked. And the thing is, I couldn't even be mad at Rogue for what she said because she was actually right. She was like, Gal, you've been gone all this time. You just got back. And she says, what are we going to do? See another X-Men die? Jean, been there, done that. I'm like, she just going down the line by the line. And then who else did she say? It was somebody. No, she said something about morph. She says basically, in other words, you don't have that much. She said basically, you don't have that much screen time. So why am I even addressing you? Like, she literally went down the line and told each and every one of them about themselves.
I think I was surprised by Sunspot. I didn't know he was going to do that.
You know what? I'm kind of glad that he did. I mean, I think he had more incentive to do it because he mentioned his mom literally turned him over to the. Oh, she is so trash. I mean,
his
worst mother ever right now. How could you do that to your son so you can look good in front of these elites that probably don't care about you except your money?
But I can't stay in Sunspot because he's a little bitch.
He's kind of a little bitch. He's kind of a
little bitch. He's a little bitch.
He's kind of a little bitch.
He's a little bitch. Come on now.
A little bit.
He got
I'm sorry, Jubilee. That's why Jubilee shot you in the goddamn face.
He's got mommy issues, bro. You gotta grade him on the.
See, the problem is when Rogue flew up there, she just wanted to get touched one more time.
Yeah, wait. Fatal J literally said Rogue wanted some more of that Magnus meat.
Yo, Fatal J, we in the same wavelength right now, bro. She wanted to get magnetized a little bit.
First off, I'm gonna comment on outfits. We went back to 80s outfits and this shit. Let's go with that. So first off, Leo, how do you feel about your boy Wolverine back in the brown, baby? What are we talking about?
Shed a little blood to you.
God, that was a fucking great moment. When my man put on the gloves, he was putting on the gloves, and you see the fucking hoods on the gloves. And this is one. Shout out to fucking Wendell because this is one of his favorite suits.
He said Wendeezy was right.
Wendeezy was freaking right. He was right. He picked out the episode with I need therapy now. We got the fucking X-Men 25.
Yeah, we sure did. Mm-hmm. And I have that.
The suits look. The suits look. I like looking at the old suits. Like it's this show. Oh my goodness, this show is just perfect.
Not only that, but I'm just saying, I'll if I'm gonna be out there by myself on this, that Magneto look is the fucking Magneto look.
Yeah, that's
it. With the helmet, with the cape. That's the goddamn look. That's Magneto. I saw him and I was like, oh, this dude's coming to fuck shit up. I knew it right from the. I was like, yo, I knew what this is already. I knew.
Oh no, I see. I like this suit, but I also like the gray.
Nah, that M suit is trash. I don't like that at all.
Not the M. The big M. No. The other one. There's another suit in the comics. He has a gray and black suit where he gets more of his powers.
I haven't seen
that suit. That suit is fucking.
And I like how when he was getting ready to float away on the asteroid, he was like, the door is always open.
The door is always open. Yo, he sure did.
Listen, when the bro showed up with the damn asteroid, you knew it was about to get popping. Mm-hmm. You knew it was about to get popping.
Yeah. Yo, you saw Magneto. He stopped the Earth from fucking spinning.
Yo, I didn't even realize
that's not full fucking power level yet, bro.
Yeah, bro we thought it was just EMP, but he literally has fucked up the polars, the magnetic polar of the Earth. Like it's literally dying.
You know,
and he did it in the fucking thong.
In his underwear.
In his underoos.
In his underoos.
Does Fruit of the Loom know about this?
And also too, one thing that actually put a smile on my face early on in the episode, but made me not feel bad for him, was when Bastion came back and he was carrying his mother. And I'm like, you got the nerve to sit up there and cry after you did. I said, I don't feel bad for you. Like, you know what you was doing, and I don't care about your little crocodile tears.
Yeah.
I wanted him to get fucking clawed so bad.
What can we? So
he said he was mad because he had to go back to square one with his little plan. He didn't want to go back to those Sentinels. He liked those Supreme Sentinels that he created. And he's like, now I got to go back to these things. Ugh. So he's like, I got to regress.
when DZ said they referenced the gold and blue teams, they sure did.
No, they sure
really
did.
Got the giant-sized X-Men team. Yep, they referenced it. Yep. But I just need to say, because we were talking about this earlier in the podcast. Gold Team's plan kind of sucked. Like their whole plan sucked. The whole thing sucked. I was like, who
devised that plan?
I was like, who put this plan together?
It was on the fly.
I was like, yo, this shit was on the fly. I get it,
but
like,
don't do that no more.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and I want to talk about this. So, like, the plan was we're gonna try to trick Bastion by sending Morph in there as Sinister. And Bastion saw right through that immediately, and then was like, "Nah, fuck all this," and fucked everybody up real quick.
Yeah, and then Beast was going to try to come and get things to put the collar on,
and
that didn't work.
Didn't work, right?
Yeah, that felt terribly, bro.
But one line, this goes back all the way back to the writing. That line that Storm and Jean had before Storm left the ship was just great writing. And I like how they said it because it was a good motivation to each other, but also complementing each other's powers. Because with Jean being the telekinetic and Storm being able to control the weather. When she was like, she said, what was the line? Something about weather in the mind or mind the weather or something like that.
Mind in the weather.
Mind in the weather.
That was just a good line between the both of them.
Yeah. But no, when Charles Xavier came back, right? And Scott is over there. He's trying to explain shit to Scott. I wanted you to have a better life. And fucking Xavier put his hand out. And Scott did the bitch ass.
Just walk right past him.
Right past him. I was like,
I'm so glad he did. I'm glad he didn't shake his hand back. I'm glad he walked right past him. Because it's like Charles, you don't get the opportunity just to leave and go away and like leave us here to deal with all this damage, and you just. But
he keeps bringing back his son. He's like, I lost my son because of this. Bitch, you left 2 minutes, not even 15 seconds after he got in trouble. What the fuck? You a bad father too. You learn that you're passing this shit down.
And I like to when they finally got a chance to fight the Sentinels, when Morph turned into the Hulk.
Bro.
I almost lost it when he turned into the Hulk, and then I'm glad they did the little teamwork thing where Jean was like basically having him fly so he could actually hit the Sentinels in those critical spots.
Yeah.
He turns into the Hulk and knocks the Sentinel head clean off his shoulder. I was screaming like, what the hell? That was absolutely dope.
And then you had Beast pick up the arm and basically did the five fingers say to the face.
Yo, that's what I was waiting for. What the five fingers in the face?
Yo, he really smacked fire out the center like that. That was crazy.
Fatal J said, "You guys notice each episode is a major X-Men comic run, and they sum it up in 30 minutes. That's amazing writing." Yeah, facts. Who's right, Xavier or Magneto? Both have great points, especially Magneto because humans not worth a damn. I mean, listen, right now, Charles ain't shit to me right now, bro. After I heard my boy's being walked like a dog,
like people moving away from Charles right now. You know, with the whole thing.
Did you see when Charles almost went full power on his ass?
I saw it. When he got Magneto. Yeah.
Did you saw that?
Yeah.
Did you see what he can do if he just focuses a little bit?
and then of course fucking Scott had to go ahead and pull a fucking Star-Lord on everybody.
Yeah.
because he was
fuck everything else.
Because Jean mentally got in his head and was like, Scott, like I need assist. And that goes back to what we was talking about before. So let's talk about Cable.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
and the telekinetic powers that he has. So
somebody fill me in on Cable because I gotta really know how strong Cable is because I thought he's just a dude with a metal arm who shoots.
Cable does have telekinetic powers thanks to his mother, Madeline Pryor, and I knew that they were headed this way when he said the line when he dropped the gun, and he said the line, it didn't skip a generation. I was like,
right.
Oh, so I know what he's about to. He said, my mother, Madeline, is the most powerful telekinetic in the world, and it doesn't skip a generation. He dropped the gun. He glowed. His eye lit up even more than it did, and he sent out a huge, giant telekinetic blast that almost pretty much obliterated Jean. And now this is why I said, I wonder if the Phoenix is going to come into play because she just kind of like went away and she says, Scott, I love you, and just went away and then it just cut off. So I wonder if that's how they're going to usher in the Phoenix back into the fold.
Thank you. That was my thought because I was like, technically with X-Men, I'm learning nobody means not everybody's dead. And we didn't see Jean die. So my thought is like, I was like, how could Cable kill her? Because isn't Jean supposed to be the strongest telekinetic like outside of Charles in terms of power that? Or she's stronger than him when she gets Phoenix, obviously. I know that. Yeah. But like my thought, I was like, that blast probably wouldn't have killed her. Probably would have hurt, obviously. But like, I'm like, all he's doing is probably awakening Phoenix at that point, right? Like,
and that's when you fuck up.
And then you got to think that Sinister, he had control of Cable, so he was able to push all of that out of him beyond Cable's control. So Cable, of course, doesn't know that he's doing that.
When you got to see Sinister's real powers when he was fighting
Jean. Fighting Jean. Yeah,
that's what I didn't know. Sinister's full power either. I was like, okay, so Sinister's kind of got some cool shit going on.
Yeah, a lot of people think Sinister's just there to like talk shit and just
that's what I
do what he
too.
does. But no, the way he was maneuvering and moving off fast and turning into the liquid and coming back up, how he went into the liquid and came into Jean's telekinetic bubble. That was crazy.
That was crazy.
And also too, when Jean has said, Madeline Pryor fights with me today, and she just straight gut hit him, and he flew back and hit the strike with the bowling pins, and she threw all those bowling balls at him.
Oh man,
the thing is with this series, it's just comic book gold. This is almost 1-to-1.
Mm.
Yeah,
and this is why so many people are so many comic book nerds are fucking actually loving this series.
That's all you want.
Then that's all you have to do. It's basically an adaptation. Like, it's one of the easiest things you can do if you can't come up with anything original. Adaptation should not be hard to do.
Exactly, because you already have the content, and all you gotta do is put your little bits and pieces. Don't change the storyline, but put your little bits and pieces into it.
So I have a question about what we spoke about last week relating to this week. So are we still getting that whole Scott's about to pop off type of thing that's about to go on? Like, I just need to know, because I feel like if something happened, to Jean, I feel like Scott's gonna go fucking haywire. That's like my thought here. I don't know.
See, I thought it was gonna happen when Scott shot fucking Xavier.
Oh, that's That's
it should have happened right then and there.
Oh, you think? Yeah, you think so? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's where you get the famous X-Men cover when Scott is carrying. This is which
Professor X's body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you comic book nerds,
I think I know that cover. I think I know it's
when Scott Summers is carrying Professor X in his hands. You guys are about to fall real deep. We're about to get into real depression at this last episode.
Go ahead.
Now I would say let's talk about what was that?
I was gonna say, but can we talk about the fact that Professor X zaps Magneto? They get the helmet off of him.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they get the helmet off.
Magneto snatches the helmet and puts it on Charles.
On Charles to stop him.
To stop him.
To stop him.
But the crazy thing is now, not only can he not attack Magneto, but he cannot communicate with the rest of the X-Men.
Exactly.
Because the helmet contains all the brainwaves and whatnot.
And also, I forgot another thing too when when Magneto says, Charles, there have been 2 words that I've been wanting to tell you for a long time. And he takes a little metal plate and throws it across his mouth and he says, shut up.
All right. Yeah.
So I forgot about that. But
I think we had. I was gonna say we got to get into Leo's about to start scratching in a second.
Leo is about to start climbing up the walls when Wolverine stabs Magneto with his claws through the back and out through the front,
straight through. Classic.
Yo, and then he hit him with the line too. He said, "Been in a lot of wars, bub." I was like, "Oh no!" I was no.
And you know what's so crazy? That's crazy that Marvel doesn't like to show a lot of blood. I mean, a lot. And we saw this. We saw blood with this instance right here on the claws and coming out his mouth, coming out his body. So we actually saw that. And like I said, Marvel usually doesn't like to go that far, at least with their shows. So I'm glad that they even did that they showed that.
But between the brown suit, that line, the way he stabbed him, I was literally watching that moment. I watched the episode twice, and I was like, Leo is definitely like, that's the Wolverine I've been waiting to fucking see the whole goddamn time. That's the guy.
That's the Wolverine.
That's the guy I wanted to see the whole season. I was like, that. Okay, I get it now. I understand.
And then
they take it all right away.
Then after that, he says, "This feud is over."
Yeah.
And he pushes the claws back in, and then all of a sudden you see this stuff just kind of poke out of his chest, and he removes all the adamantium out of his body.
Bro, he starts ripping it out. I nearly fainted. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's when I was getting ready to turn into the parking lot.
Bro, why? Yo, Bo, you motherfucker. First, you're giving me this soft ass fucking pussy ass fucking Wolverine in the beginning of the goddamn story. Then you give me this fucking climax where Wolverine fucking goes full fucking claw on his ass. Because you got to realize Wolverine can extend those claws as far as he fucking wants. And that was full claw for him to come out to the other fucking side of Magneto's suit. But then you give me the fucking classic. You gotta give me the X-Men 25 fucking coat. You had to do that, right?
Yeah, you had to do it.
You just gotta fucking do that. So now you're gonna put my boy back down to Bone Claw, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Even
down to the visual of how it looked was straight off of that comic book cover. Yeah. It looked straight off of that, and like when I saw that, my jaw hit the floor. I was like, "Whoa!"
And 75.
Now, if they translated that to live action, that would be an R-rated movie. It would have to be
100%.
just on that part alone. Like 100%. Like that's not PG-13 at all.
You gotta realize the battles that him and Wolverine has always had, and he's always respected Wolverine because he kept coming, even though Wolverine knew he can kill him at any instant.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is you can't kill Wolverine that simple.
Yeah,
right.
so
because it's a healing ability, his healing ability.
That was gonna be my question. Sorry, go ahead, Chase.
It's not just his healing ability. Like people have been watching Wolverine so long with the adamantium that they forget that he has bone claws. He already had those claws under, before they layered his bones with the adamantium. Mm-hmm. So taking the adamantium off of him does not make him less lethal and whatnot. Mm-hmm. The bone itself is crazy strong and whatnot. They just add a different dimension when you add the adamantium and whatnot.
So I was going to say that was going to be my question. This is not a death for Wolverine. This is just you removed his adamantium.
No, they just removed the adamantium.
Okay. So it's just we're just going back to bone.
So he's still very much alive. It's just that he doesn't have the adamantium in his body.
Yeah. And most likely he's going to get it back, and then that's
he'll put it back.
It's gonna be a whole new.
Yeah.
But now, see, this is the question that I have: is Bo gonna take him to Berserker?
Ooh,
probably not yet. You got more seasons, bro.
I don't think he's gonna give it to him.
Once he loses, because you got to realize the progression that. The only reason why Wolverine is alive is because of his healing factor, because of the adamantium. Because the adamantium that's the one thing about Logan that you realize that the adamantium has been killing him for the longest of time since he got it. Mm-hmm. So now that he doesn't have that, his mind is going to regress and get back all the knowledge that he had before. So which will make him more of a deadlier killer, and also will bring out the Berserker mode of Wolverine a little bit faster.
Oh shit! Okay.
It should.
So don't see this as a sad thing.
It's a sad thing. God damn it! My boy went full fucking. He said, "You gonna take all this claw straight through the goddamn chest," and you said, and you put him back in the goddamn brown suit.
And you put him
back.
So, do you guys want to answer Fatal J's question as we get to the wrap up here, or do you want to try to save this for next week? He said, "Who's your guys' favorite character in the series? I'm still hurt by Gambit. Hope he comes back." You want to answer this now? Or you want to wait till the finale and answer who the favorite character?
Let's fucking answer it now.
Answer it now. Yeah. All right. So, I guess if you guys want to go, who's been your favorite character so far in the series?
Listen, you know how I am about Storm. We're not going.
No, it's Storm.
Storm. It's the end of the story. Like we good.
I'm not gonna.
Black and gold suit.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't really had a disliking of any character except for Roberto Sunspot. He's been a little off to me, but outside of that, I haven't really had a hatred for anybody. But I'm sorry, the name's Gambit. Remember it, Mon Ami. That moment is gonna stick with me for a long freaking time.
You know what?
It's Gambit. It's Gambit. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go, especially after what they did in episode 7? Rogue.
Oh, Rogue was crazy.
Rogue, listen, after Gambit died, she literally went rogue, just like her name said. I mean, this woman yeeted Captain America's shield into the mountain. She. I think this is the most sassiest we've seen Rogue ever be.
Ever.
And we know she can go there, but this time she's really, really, really going there. So I'm gonna have to give it to Rogue, but don't get it twisted. Storm is always going to be up there. Always going to be up there. But for me, just so I don't have the same answer, I'm gonna go with Rogue.
All
right. This is hard for me because Wolverine is my favorite character of all time.
Magnus.
Yes,
Magnus.
I knew it was Magnus. Magneto's been a G all fucking season.
The thing is that with Magneto, they did this right. They did it right. They're just doing it right. I just can't not unsee the lines, the script writing, the acting, the animation, the way they did them. They did it right. Comic book accurate.
I love the transition of Magneto from quote unquote good guy back to bad guy. I think Bo did that phenomenally so far throughout this whole thing. Like that whole transition, because like you even saw like that whole courthouse scene and all that, when Storm lost her powers, like Magneto reminded everybody, like, don't make me be an asshole again. And now all of a sudden he's like, now you made me be an asshole again.
Yeah, like now
here I am. Yeah, now I'm an asshole.
And at this point, he's like, now I'm at the point of no return. He's like, listen, if I tried was a person, Magneto would be that person. I tried.
Literally.
And the thing is that the whole aspect of Magneto building his solitude of fucking awesomeness is to remind Earthlings and humans, like, you guys are peons compared to me. And the problem is that Charles has always been the silent dickhead. He has always been. He stopped Jean Grey from having her full power. He put mental blocks on her. He put mental blocks on Wolverine and tried to open him up. He put mental blocks on. He put goddamn near mental blocks on almost all the fucking X-Men.
True.
Until they reach their full potential, he can't block them anymore, and then he knows their full potential. He has to abide by them and say, how do you tell fucking Scott, I wanted you to have a normal life, but I'm not here anymore? But fucking Sinister, Magneto, everybody's still running the fucking around.
Yeah, I told you that, bro. Deadbeat dad shit, bro. Like,
can you imagine how many mental blocks he put on Jean to suppress the Phoenix from coming up? I can imagine he probably put 90% just on her alone.
Exactly. And then you also know that when Professor X was talking to the president, he was like, listen, we've been through this before. My X-Men will handle it. And the president was like, oh, no, we're going to go with the operation. It was like, it's not going to work against Magnus. Whatever operation you're going to do, all he has to do is drop his fortress.
Yeah, that asteroid, bro.
Drop the asteroid on the planet.
Baby.
That's why he has the asteroid for it, to remind Earthlings, like, hey, I raised this motherfucker. He's basically Ultron, the movie, the Avengers movie.
Oh yeah.
If he drops his goddamn asteroid.
And something else I noticed too is, if you notice in this episode, usually people will come to Charles, like, for the advice, or maybe they'll stop and talk to him or whatever. Notice every person that spoke with him literally walked past him. Cyclops walked past him. Magneto floated past him. Rogue briefly talked to him, but it was in a very condescending tone, and she even flew past him too. Like they were just over Charles and all his shenanigans. They were over it.
Yo, listen, you can't walk like you look like I keep saying, bro faked his death and then went off to go bark. Like, you can't be that guy and then show back up and like, okay, everybody come around me, let me show you what to do. People are like, hold the fuck up. I thought you died.
Ain't you dead?
Ain't you dead? Why are you here? Wait a minute.
And they put a bigger target on our back, because now they're going to make it seem like us killing Gyrick was, a thing to get back at them, and now they're going to target us, and they think that we were the ones that just knew that you were gone and that we were just hiding you. Like, when they put out that news piece, like you put a bigger target on our back than we wanted.
Wait, and also, Beast, stop being a little bitch.
What did he do?
He had that crazy ass news reporter fucking on the bedside taking care of a fucking robot ass after Magneto fucking turned her ass off.
Yep.
Fuck, you just left this woman.
I said that was his love interest in the comics.
Exactly. Why the fuck?
Wolverine did say he didn't have the best taste in women. I mean, and it shows. I mean, sometimes not to his own detriment. I mean, this is his own detriment, but still.
So a couple comments here, and then we'll wrap up. My prediction for the finale: we're going to see Avengers pop up, Spider-Man included. Mutants are out of control and need to be stopped. I think that's the cliffhanger they leave us on going into season 2.
I'm not ready for that cliffhanger. I'm not ready for it.
I think that's what they do too, because it's too coincidental that we saw Spider-Man and Cap pop up, and we saw a reference to Hulk in this episode. Like, I just have a feeling it's going to be Avengers versus X-Men at some point in the animated.
And the thing is, when you get the Avengers back into this shit,
oh, it's going to be crazy.
We already seen one. We already seen 2 of them.
Black Storm said, "I love Storm, but people forget Magneto did try to do it Charles' way, and then that showed growth, but then the humans messed it up, and now we're back to villain time." Yeah, it's facts. That's and then Charles is foul. Team Magneto. Charles faked his own death so he could smash some alien booty.
I told you he was swayed by that name Lilandra. Something about that name Lilandra.
Did we just Pete Magneto sitting on a Sentinel throne just like that statue? Oh, yes. Baby.
Yes.
I was talking to Jason from Den of Thieves, and he threw a name out there. I'm gonna throw it out to you guys. Onslaught.
Listen, I said that 2 weeks ago too. I said maybe it seemed to make a lot of sense to me. They might go that route at some point. It makes sense. Right now we got Professor Xavier and freaking Magneto. Obviously, right now with everything that just went on, they just removed the adamantium from Wolverine. The two of them are up on Asteroid M right now. I'm I think that eventually that could be what this leads to down the road. But
the thing is, Magneto got 3 holes in his ass right now.
Yeah, but I don't know about how Magneto
doesn't have it.
Yeah,
he can. One thing he can do, he can move his blood, the iron in his blood.
I was gonna say the iron
to stop the bleeding and stuff like that. Yes, he can. But do they show that in this run? But I don't know.
Are we still getting Apocalypse?
He is coming.
Yeah. Because I was I don't know if he's coming,
and we keep seeing Apocalypse in the intro. We keep seeing Phoenix in the intro too. So, like I said, I'm not ready for this finale.
Not ready for
next. I told y'all before we got started. I said, listen, I need to find the X-Men 97 rehabilitation facility to put myself in. I'm gonna go check myself in. Well, they'll let me out to go see Deadpool and Wolverine, but then I check myself right back on in. I'm not ready for this finale. I'm not.
I'm so afraid that the season finale is gonna come, and I'm just gonna be like, so when is season 2 for the next year and a half?
Right.
Because if season 2 is not announced until 26, you have no idea how upset I'm gonna be.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna. The thing is that if the ending is X-Men versus Avengers, which Avengers are coming? Which X-Men are we gonna get the power-ups or what? What's happening? What's happening? We already got Magneto up there. Does Charles lose his shit?
No.
Scott loses his shit. He already fucking shot fucking. He already shot fucking.
I'm not even gonna lie. The professor just wiped off his little hoverboard, and when he got back, only for Scott to shoot it and dent it this time. You can't wipe that away. I'm not gonna lie. When he shot him, and the way he flew back, he's like, he was just laid out.
I still can't believe he did that shit. He said Gold Team needs more time. No, Gold Team fucking lost, fam. What do you mean Gold Team needs more time?
Your Gable sent out that telekinetic blast. Yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Gold Team hold this L. At least you got Magneto under control, and now you fucked that up.
Right.
You could have had the planet back on. The thing is, also Storm still doesn't know her power. She's still not all the way up there.
Not all the way up yet.
She's not fully powered up.
Because she can restart the fucking planet herself.
Yeah, she can. Yeah. So someone else mentioned possibly Deadpool at the end of the finale.
No way! Imagine cartoon Deadpool. I'm in.
No, I throw
the chimichanga. That would be fucking great.
I throw a wild one out there. They do a post credit, and it transcends into a real world.
Oh, yeah,
and we see something from Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
What if that's if that was a segue point? I know that's just a wild theory, but I'm gonna tell you something right now. If something like that happens, know that you heard it here from here first.
You heard it here first.
First, you're gonna see a lot of grown men screaming like 4-year-old girls.
Oh yeah.
So just be prepared.
Listen, if that happens and I'm on my way to the gym, I'm gonna probably slam on the brakes like this.
The fact that you know how mad I was. And then I watched it 2 more times.
Yeah.
I was like, "You son of a bitch."
The fact that this show is going to end and I have to wait 2+ months for Deadpool and Wolverine is very upsetting. Just I'm very upset about the whole.
Them 2 months are gonna fly. Them 2 months are gonna fly.
I hope so, man. Because I can't. I can't. I already gotta wait 4 days to see what Magneto did to my boy. And I hope somebody shoots him in the fucking face.
Oh man! Next week, season finale. We will be here. Hopefully, you guys will be here too.
The finale.
I'm gonna have to go hook myself up to an oxygen tank. I'm not like all the oxygen and moisture is gonna be snatched out of the air. I'm like I'm gonna literally have to just sit there and just hold this thing up to my face like this.
I can't. Yo, Bo, you did it, man! Congratulations.
Yeah, it's a fact.
You brought back MCU animation. You brought back animation.
This is how you bring back a show that's been off the air for over 20 years. Like that's almost 30 years, honestly. Like that's crazy that you could actually do that. And when people tried to count him out because of the OnlyFans and all that kind of stuff like that, he was like, "Yeah, I got an OnlyFans, but I know how to create a good show too." Mm-hmm. So here it is. So this is how it is supposed to be done.
Yep.
The blueprint is there. I'm telling you, anybody who does any kind of Marvel animation after this for any other show, y'all got some big shoes to fill.
Yo,
the next animation that Marvel's doing is that Wakanda series next year. Eyes of Wakanda.
Okay, I can actually see that actually being good.
That's the next.
I can actually see that being decent.
Yeah, listen, let's hope they're taking notes and like, this is people want this comic book accuracy type of shit. Like, obviously X-Men is its own beast, you know what I mean? But like, it's still, I think how much people are loving this and the ratings it's getting. Wendy's, he said, we got The Boys incoming. True, The Boys is in June. Yeah, The Boys is coming in
There's
June.
A lot of stuff coming out in June.
And I just want to give a shout out again, Fatal J. Thank you for becoming a member of the channel. We appreciate it so much, and also for the $5 dono earlier. We appreciate your love and support, bro. As you know, we subscribe back to your channel. So yeah, that'll do it for episode 114. Next week, episode 115, we will go over episode 10 of X-Men 97. I'm sure that will be a lengthy discussion as well. Torian, we appreciate you joining us this week. Are you joining us next week for the finale?
Oh, definitely. And okay. Listen, like you gonna have to bury me in green pastures after that episode because I don't know where I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be somewhere in the clouds. But nah, this was definitely shout out to y'all for bringing me up here. I was, I always knew I was gonna come up here. I was just looking forward to the discussion, but to have me up here for the whole show, I'm glad of that too.
Yeah, man.
But this was definitely a good one. I'm just not ready.
Absolutely. Shout out Justin.
I'm gonna be sick after next week.
Yeah. So I mean, that'll do it for 114. We appreciate you guys. Once again, links down in the description if you want to become a channel member, become a hothead. We appreciate it. We're 2 away from that 10 spot, as Chase said, and after 10, we got this water cooler talk that everybody gets a little.
Yeah, I heard there's a bonus.
You know what I mean, there's a
bonus, man.
Y'all better hurry up because I'm trying to get the bonus.
I heard there's a bonus. Yeah, no Diddy on the bonus. So just
no Diddy on the bonus. Also, if you're also down there near the description, check out the merch store, mancave101.org. Chase, if you want to tell them more.
Yeah. No, listen, bro. You see what's up there. Go check it out. The website, mancave101.org. Man, plenty out there. It's shirts. Some good drinkware, some of everything, man. Got new stuff popping up every day. I heard there's some relative merch up there in regards to certain conversations that were had here today. You might want to go check that out. Yep. So just check it out. mancave101.org.
Man Cave.
I'm still petitioning for my Man Cave.
No.
Old man strength onesie.
No.
No, damn it.
No, stop.
Get your man.
I need the onesie.
Oh, man. We appreciate you guys. Check it in. As usual, check us out on all forms of social media: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Kick and Rumble. Live every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Until next week. I don't know if we're all ready emotionally, but we're going to be here to go over it with you all. Catch y'all next Thursday.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah.